The Verdict podcast will begin shortly. Please make sure to subscribe. The Verdict podcast will begin shortly. Please make sure to subscribe. Subscribe, Judge Miles. The Verdict podcast will begin in 3, 2, 1. What's up, niggas and niggettes? And white people, and black people, and yellow people, and all people around the world. That's right. It is your favorite funny girl comedian, Judge Miles, and court is now in session. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 10th episode of The Verdict. Clap it up for me, clap it up for me, clap it up for me, honey. I am so excited to be back here with you guys. It's going down. The 10th episode tonight is filled with topics. This is going to be a long episode. As you know, we've missed 2 episodes due to your girl being in school. I am currently getting my PhD, and it is not for the weak. It is extremely hard. However, clap it up for me. You already know that when the judge is in, the verdict is out. We are streaming live right now on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Judge Miles, Comedian Judge Miles. You can find me on all platforms under Comedian Judge Miles. Before we get into this thing, you need to pin down this number. As my jurors, I need you guys to help me deliberate on all of the verdicts tonight. All right, 313-753-2696. After this live episode, we will be streaming on all social media platforms, including Pandora, Spotify, Google, SDM Flicks, YouTube, as well as Facebook. You guys are going to be able to find me everywhere, and I'm so excited. If you like this content right now, I need you guys to cash app your girl a little bit of money. Let me know that you feeling me, okay? Please and thank you. You already know that before we do anything, we must give a PSA. All right, you guys, the Verdict podcast is for a mature audience only. It has explicit content, which means that there will be profanity. If you guys don't want to hear shit, fuck, damn, hoe, please exit stage right. Go see Club Shay Shay or maybe even Candy Coated Nights. But this is not going to be the podcast for you, okay? Our podcast is open to individuals who understand that other people will have perspectives and they respect those perspectives, as well as we will tell our truth here on this podcast. We will never allow bullying from any type of community. But I do want to let you guys know that we do not support any forms of homophobia, nor do we support violent acts towards anyone. We love everyone, but we will tell our truth. Also, I need you guys to know that any content, anything that is said here on the Verdict podcast is not associated with any business, organization, or any outside things that the judge does. This podcast and the content stands alone. Everything that we do on this podcast is done in a comedic light. Order in the court. And now that we done got that out the way, I'm on my yo-yo shit. Y'all see my new braids for the people that can see me? I'm feeling real good. We about to be outside. And we're specifically about to be outside for the simple fact that, baby, your girl is busy, okay? I still have my comedy special that is out right now on SDM Flicks. SDM Flicks. It is called The Verdict. Now, let me tell you something. I saw Cat Williams' comedy special and it wasn't bad. I give it a 6. But I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna go on record right now and let you guys know my comedy special is better than his, Donnell Rawlings, Monique's, and Yo Mama's, okay? Clap it up for me. It's better. I'm sorry. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm simply telling you guys what is the truth. The thing about mine is that it's only $10. Support your favorite podcast host, which is going to be myself. Support me, you guys. That's really important in this journey that we call entrepreneurship, okay? And so I need you guys' support. Also, don't forget that even though I have my comedy special out, we also are going on tour. Who is we? Myself and Miss Keish. Comedian Keish is going on tour. It is the Real, Raw, and Raunchy tour. We have a pre-tour date, which is May 15th, and we will be at the Toledo Funny Bone. Get your tickets right now. This is hosted by none other than comedian Ronnie Chanel. Clap it up for Ronnie Chanel. All right, she's doing big things, stepping out on faith, supporting, giving resources, and we just love a woman like that, okay? I'm so excited for this tour. You guys can catch us early on the 15th, and then we're going to turn right around from there, and we're going to hit up Atlanta. Atlanta is May the 26th. Please excuse me, May the 26th. We are in Atlanta at Uptown Comedy Corner, and I'm super excited for this. This is going to be a vibe. Do you hear me? A complete vibe, honey. Make sure that you guys, let me see. Make sure that you guys come out and see us. Here's our information if you're able to see. It is the Real, Raw, and Raunchy tour. All right, we also have sponsorship packages available. Make sure you guys call me, 313-753-2696. We have them available for you. We're streaming on a lot of different platforms, and therefore we have an abundance of viewership that is listening to it and looking at my podcast. And so this is a great opportunity to broadcast your business, your service, your product, okay? Now we're just gonna go right into things. We're gonna go right into things because I gotta talk about dumb shit. Let's clap it up for dumb shit. Boy, I love some dumb shit. We've all been a part of dumb shit. We've experienced it. We participated in it. And today is no different. We're going to jump into our first segment of the verdict, which is called Dumb Shit. Okay? Make sure you guys let me know if you can hear me, if we're having any technical difficulties, because I want to make sure that this podcast today, this episode is spectacular. It's going to be longer because we have lots to talk about. But on our first segment of a dumb shit, I want you guys to check this out. This world that we are living in is simply going to hell in a handbasket. Order in a court. It's going to hell in a handbasket, okay? When you hear that, you know we telling the straight up truth, okay? Court is not in session. Please rise. What you guys are looking at is Chucky kissing a man.
God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the
Yeah.
fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Get your ass on. You know what? This new society that we in, I believe, in my opinion, wants everybody to be gay. They want everybody to go to hell with them. Yes, I said it, or in the court. This is not things that I made up. This is strictly in the Bible. If you're a Bible believer, then this is the case. And they want to make everything gay. They don't want to go to hell by themselves. They want you to come with them. They want your children to come with them. And therefore, they're making everything gay, from Disney movies to cartoons, and now our favorite fucking horror movies, which is Chucky and Child Play. They know that children watch this. They know that this is giving children an idea. Hey, maybe I should like the same sex. They're putting these negative thoughts into your head. They want you to eat, sleep, and breathe homosexuality. They want to try to make homosexuality the norm, as if it is normal. But we all know, if you got a brain in your head, we all know that homosexuality is not normal. We all know that if that was the case, then we wouldn't even be able to procreate. It does not even equal life being a homosexual, right? Now, my whole thing is this: do what you please, but stop shoving it down our throat. Everybody does not want to participate in this, and that does not make us homophobia. That does not make us haters of homosexuals. We just don't want to be a part of it, and that should be okay. You guys in this community have to learn how to respect people's boundaries. I don't want to watch Chucky and find out Chucky is now a fucking gay man, a gay cartoon, a gay doll kissing. Like, this is crazy how they are infiltrating all platforms with homosexuality and simply want it to be the norm for people. This is what we call dumb shit at its finest. Order in the court. I'm sentencing all propaganda, media to fucking life in prison. This shit right here is a sad shame. What you guys are trying to do to our society, what you're trying to do to gender roles, what you're trying to do to relationships and families and children all across the nation. And I'm telling you, as your favorite funny girl, comedian Judge Miles, I do not stand for this, and I'm fucking tired of it. Amen? Amen again. We're going to go on to dumb shit number 2 because there is more dumb shit. There always is more dumb shit to talk about. If you guys are currently watching me, we may have a little bit of static only because it's raining outside and it can affect our Wi-Fi. However, when we're done, we will post the original taping to YouTube so you guys can watch it without any interference, okay? All right, very, very good. We're moving right along to our second dumb shit. Yes, sir. If you don't know who you're looking at right now, I want you guys to know you are looking at none other than Miss Thang, okay? I'm going to play this again so you guys can just see what's going on. Right here is Miss Doja Cat. Now, Doja Cat has been on the scene for a while. She makes great music, but allegedly they say that hey, Jennifer, allegedly they say that she is a devil worshiper. She's a part of the Illuminati. She acts as if she is. And so she thinks that she's very innovative and creative. I see it as dumb shit. This was the Met Gala. She came out in literally a towel on her head and a towel wrapped around her body. And this was her outfit. And she and other people were waiting outside to take pictures of her. And they thought it was innovative. And I just seen a ghetto ass bitch coming that looked like she got mental illness. Shout out to May for having mental health illness awareness because she definitely needs it. Walking outside looking like a goddamn fool. This is not normal. This is not Met Gala criteria. This is simply dumb shit. Amen. Let me know if you guys agree. Call on in as well. Here's the number. 313-753-2696. Once again, 313-753-2696. I need you guys to call in because we have some great topics today that I definitely need you to talk to me about them. We're going right on to celebrity gossip. I love celebrity gossip because I'm not one of those people who typically gossip. I don't give a shit about other people's business. But for the sake of the verdict, I absolutely love when celebrities give me something to talk about. Today, we're talking about the low down, dirty, scoundrel, bottom of the barrel, spit, Mr. Brian McKnight. Oh my God. Now, some of you guys, let me just boo him real quick. He definitely deserves to get booed. If you have been following this story, you know that Brian McKnight has went on record disowning his original family, which happen to be African Americans like he is. He has 2 African American sons from his previous marriage. He has went on record and said he disowns them. He says that they are evil because they were not made, they're bastards. He says all of these things. He does not want to represent them, nor does he want to say that he's their father. He says he has a new family with an Asian woman. She already had children and now they have a child together. And he says that this is his new family. Now, my whole thing is this, people, when you are a socialite, when you are a public figure, you have to watch what you say, especially when the things that you do and the things that you say are heavily influenced on your money, okay? You can stop your bag by the shit that come out of your mouth. So you gotta watch what you say. Brian McKnight is a R&B singer. He has been singing for decades, since I was a child, okay? To me personally, his music is not all of that. I would like Johnny Gill over him any day. But after he said what he said about his children, he decided that he was going to have a concert in the city of Detroit, in which we live in right now. I live in. And guess what? The city of Detroit is majority black people, honey. We was not going for that shit. Clap it up for the city of Detroit. That's right. We said absolutely not. You want to disown your black family? We're going to disown your black ass. Okay? Amen? Order in the court. We're going to disown your black ass. Here's the deal, Brian McKnight. Brian McFight. Brian Mc full of shit. Okay? We're talking about celebrity gossip. If you are bold enough to disown your children and think that you're still going to get the support of the African American community, you have another thing fucking coming. We are so tired of black men shitting on black women. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about why men can't get their shit together. All men, but right now we're talking about black men. We're tired of your shit. We're tired of your shit because at the end of the day, it is the black woman who supports you, who is always there for you. It is the black woman who cares for you, who has brought you into this life. It is the black woman who bears your children. It is the black woman who has allowed you to have life. But every platform seems to be dogging out the black woman. Every platform seems to be making a living from dogging out the black woman, okay? Every time you go on a podcast, all you hear and all you see is black women getting exploited, getting dogged out, and getting talked about. And this right here, this was kind of like the last straw for a lot of people. How dare you, Brian McKnight? How fucking dare you, okay? So he tried to book his concert in the city of Detroit, and they shut that shit down. They was like, no, we're not coming, okay? We're not coming. One, it's like a dream come true. Fuck you, Brian McKnight. Okay, maybe next time you will think before you speak, before you have the audacity to say that you disown your black family, and then think that you're going to get black participation and black support. We're tired of it. We're tired of black men embarrassing us in this magnitude. We're tired of black men belittling us. We're simply tired of black men disrespecting us. But hey, when a white woman, when that Chinese woman, and that all those other minority races, okay, when they or all those other counter races, when they then say fuck you, who do you go back to? Who do you come crawling back to? That's right, goddammit, the black woman. And we're simply tired of it, all right? More of celebrity gossip, more of celebrity gossip. We have just got to the beginning of this. Today, we're talking about why men can't get their shit together and basic humanity, human rights, ethics, morals. Do unto others as if you would like them to do to you. Why is this so hard to do? I don't fucking know. But we're going to talk about it today. Right now on Celebrity Gossip, you are looking at a picture of Mrs. Uzi Vert. I don't know what this man pronouns is, but it should be she, her, okay? Because at this point, I truly believe that Uzi Vert, which is JT's, she is a part of the City Girls, her boyfriend is really her girlfriend. I believe that she is his beard, okay? Because this man appears to be as gay as can be. He has his nails painted. He has his hair dyed. He has finger waves. He has on a belly shirt. He has on a Birkin purse. He's walking and acting like a girl. He is a fucking mess, okay? This is really a disgrace. I would not want to even represent this man as my man because he's not a man. What he is depicting is not a man. And if you don't want people to talk about your ass, then you simply should not be in the public, okay? When he came out looking this way at this concert, he knew people was going to talk about him. They say that all publicity is good publicity, no matter if it's bad or no matter if it's good. But what I'm telling you right here is, as a man, why would you want society to question your manhood? Why would you want that if you were not truly gay? And I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of weird motherfuckers that are in Hollywood. A lot of these women know that their men are gay and they don't mind because they have money, because they have status, because they have power, or simply because they're creeps too. They don't mind a man fucking another man and then coming home and fucking them. It's crazy to me. I can't identify with it, but for so many people, especially in Hollywood, it's simply not. What's up, Chanel? What's up, Charles? What's up, girl boy Peasy? Thank you guys so much. What's up, Rashanta? What's up, Jennifer? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Verdict. Today, we're talking about why men can't get their shit together. This is an elaborate episode of The Verdict because we missed 2 episodes. Right now, we're on Celebrity Gossip, and this right here is Miss JT's boyfriend / girlfriend / I don't really even know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not being able to identify if a man is truly a man, if a man want to be a little girls, if a man getting his booty played with. I am tired of it. What happened to knowing that it was men out here and that they didn't play that shit? What happened to heterosexual love? This is what I mean when I say it seems as if the homosexual bandwagon is taking over. It's taking over society. And I personally do not like it. I do not like it. I do not feel that it is good for creating. I do not feel that it is good for mental health. I do not feel that it's a good move, period. But I let people live. But when you are in the public like this, I'm going to talk about you here on The Verdict. Make sure you guys call on in 313-753-2696. Woo. All right, y'all. We're going into our second segment of The Verdict today, which is called Situationships. Let me tell y'all something right now. What you guys are about to witness, what you are about to see, you're going to be a bit tripped out. It's going to probably evoke some feelings in you that you did not know that you had. But this situationship is about father versus stepfather. And the question that I'm proposing to you guys today is, what would you do if you walked in your home and your woman's ex was there chilling with their child, or vice versa? Ladies, what would you do if you walked in a home and your husband or boyfriend's ex is in the house with their child? How would it make you feel? I'm talking about levels of disrespect that I just cannot fucking comprehend. This right here really boils my fucking blood. I'm going to go show you guys this video clip, and for the ones who can't see it, just listen to it and hear the agony and the pain in this man's heart. Here we go.
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it. And I get here, and the person that I had to be daddy for, because he didn't want to be a dad in the beginning, you know, he in the house with his game hooked to the TV I bought. You know what I'm saying? His clothes in here. He just chilling. I got to leave. I live here. Until we finish talking. I live here. He's gone. He's gone. You proud of yourself? Post it on Facebook. You proud of yourself? Hey, proud of myself. It's funny? Okay. His gang hooked the TV I bought. And then she gives the daughter I've been raising, the daughter I taught how to speak, the daughter I taught how to walk, the daughter I taught how to use the pot. She gave her to him. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. You said that your baby daddy that didn't want to be a father, that you said had AIDS, all this shit. You said he came to pick up Summer, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV. That's what you saying.
I said he came over yesterday.
And why was he here yesterday?
To come chill with Summer.
You said get Summer. Now it's chill with Summer. You said he came to get Summer yesterday, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV I bought. He back here today at 12 a.m. to pick up Summer. His PlayStation still hooked to the TV. 3 days after you told me I had to leave because you needed to focus on you and your career, and niggas, dudes, you ain't have space for that. You ain't have space for our relationship. The person that's been here through thick and thin, regardless if I stayed home a week because Summer got sick and got me sick, and I couldn't go to work and gave you $300 out of the $350 I made because I was sick. Whatever I got, I give, and that's the real. Come on, bro. It ain't about money. It's about loyalty. It's about. Come on, bro. You don't know what it's about. The dude, listen, you asked me to have a baby with you and killed it.
And I was back on the upper.
Yeah, because you got this
because
dude.
I was paying for everything. I'm not going to
When were you were not paying for everything.
Working 3 jobs.
You had a baby.
Nice. It's 1 o'clock.
Okay. You had a baby with a dude while you were homeless and no car. You had the baby.
I was 17.
Okay. You're not 17 now and he back around with his PlayStation hooked to my TV.
No choice but to co-parent. What are you talking about?
Co-parent? You had a parent in the house. What you talking about co-parenting? You just kicked her parent that taught her how to. I taught her how to talk. I taught her how to use the pot. I taught her how to walk. And you talking about you had to co-parent with this guy who didn't want to be a parent?
I never said that you couldn't be my wife, but quite frankly, we're not going to be together. I didn't want to be with you.
You want to be with him. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV that I bought.
No.
Why his PlayStation end up here?
I'm not going to keep repeating myself.
So he came to pick up Summer.
It's already squared away.
He came to pick up Summer. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV.
He came over yesterday to see Summer. Today,
you said he left his PlayStation.
Yes.
And he came to pick her up 12 o'clock in the morning.
Got here at 11.
Really, Naya?
Really, Justin. Really, Justin.
All right, y'all. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. Now, I clearly see why people say do not date men or women who have kids. Do not do it. I do not recommend it. I do not recommend it. From all of the horror stories that I hear, all the things that I see, do not do it. I'm telling y'all right now, spare yourself. Because here's the reality. You will never be able to trust that person, especially if they are in close relationship with the mother or the father of their children. And, you know, a real man and a real woman, they're going to separate that shit. They're going to make their new spouse feel important. They're never going to make them feel insecure, okay? But in the society that we live in, men are scared of their baby mamas. They're scared of getting put on child support. Women still giving up that pussy to their baby daddies. The baby father still going back hitting it. And both of them always talk about how it's for the kids. Everything is for the fucking kids, which is a bunch of bullshit, okay? All of it is total bullshit and what I would like to call excuses for the simple fact for them just to be together and do whatever. And here's the other thing that I found out from looking at these things and hearing people experiences is simply this. The connection that these people have made prior to you, you're never going to be able to compete with it. You're never going to be number one. Their children that are connected to the mother or the father, and that person is always going to be in your life. Therefore, you guys are going to be in a fucking trouble. I'm telling you right now, fucking run. Do not do it. Save yourself from agony, pain, heartache, embarrassment, so on and so forth. Now, you get a couple of individuals who do it the right way, who make their mates feel secure, who really have cut it off and they mean it. But that is a very low percentage. For the most part, all of these people are on fuckery. All of these people are on some bullshit. Now, on this situation specifically, I hated to see this because I don't like when a man does it or I don't like when a woman does it. But it really hurt me that this stepfather stepped in when the original father was not there. When the original father said, fuck her and fuck her child. And now all of a sudden, he's in a house that this stepfather has provided for. He's in a house using things that the stepfather has purchased. And this woman doesn't think that it's disrespectful, or she maybe just don't give a fuck. This right here is what I mean when I say basic humanity. Learning how to treat people with respect. Why is it so hard? Why do we live in this world that is literally a doggy dog world where you can't even build relationships no more? You can't even let your guard down because the moment you do so, the person who is supposed to love you, care for you, that person who you pillow talk with, that same person will fucking do you dirty for their ex, their baby mama, their baby daddy, or whoever. And you know, it's a very sad thing because even though he was a man, I could see the hurt in his eyes. I could see the pain in him. You know what I mean? And when I watched this, it just brought back so many feelings of this is why I don't like to get connected with people's children. I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna say that right now. I don't like to get connected with people's children. As you guys know, I had a godson who I love, was there for 8 fucking years, did everything for. But just because the mom and I are not talking, I no longer get to see my godson, right? Very hurtful, very devastating. I'm talking about it feels like your heart got taken out of your body just because these mothers are bitter, okay? And I hate it. I hate that for the children. I hate that for all of the different relationships that these mothers or these fathers, whoever it is, how they damage these children. Because at the end of the day, it's not about your ass. It's about the child. You know what I'm saying? And so from that experience, I said to myself, I'm never getting close to people's children. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm not getting close to them because when it's done, them people don't give a fuck about you. And honestly, the children don't even give a fuck about you. Them children, you could do everything for them children. Them children don't call, text, see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not your real child. And that's so hurtful, especially if you're like me or if you're like this guy who, even though it's not your real child, you love them. You care for them. You give them your rib. You know what I'm saying? Because they're under your protection. You have a title, and so you're carrying that title out. But it only means something to you. Their parents, they don't give a fuck. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something right now. If it's a relationship, a heterosexual relationship, Like a stepfather or a stepmother, I heard this once before. That's the fakest fucking relationship you'll ever had. Because the kids are only being nice to you because of the daddy or the mama. They don't really fucking like you. Because in the end of the day, all they want is for their parents to be together. That's really what it is. So it's a fake ass relationship. You can't even never really fully trust these kids. You can't even really fully give your heart to these children. You can't really fully even create a bond because they're not your children. And they make sure to remind you of that by the way they act, the way they talk to you, the way they treat you, so on and so forth. So even though this man has practically raised her daughter, she don't give a fuck. The mother don't give a fuck, clearly. Okay? Clearly. All that time that you put in, all that love that you gave, it doesn't matter. So guess what? He got a hurt on his own. He probably crying. He probably feel foolish. He probably feel stupid because he really loved her child, right? And so this is why I say, don't do it. If you are able to find a woman or a man who does not have children, that's your best bet. I know that it's tough. I know that it's hard. But I'm telling you, that stepfather, stepmama shit is for the birds. It is for the birds. I haven't seen anybody do it right yet. I'm just going to be honest with you. I haven't seen anybody do it right yet. I haven't seen any authenticity or true love. I haven't seen any of it because it's all rooted in bullshit, okay? It's all rooted in bullshit. And unfortunately, the stepmother or the stepfather, they always end up with the short end of the stick. And let me tell you something. 99.9% of the time, they're going to go back. They're going to, what they call it, they're going to slide down the block. They gonna spin the block, okay? They gonna hit that again, okay? It's gonna be some bullshit. The integrity is simply not there. When you're not around, what you don't know don't hurt. This is how these people operate. This is bullshit. If this man would not have came home early, he would not have known that her baby daddy is sitting up in his house with the PlayStation connected to his motherfucking TV. How disrespectful. Order in the court. Boo. This is boo. I need y'all to call on in 313-753-2696 and let me know, have you ever dealt with this shit? Are you dealing with it right now? If you are a step parent or a stepfather, stepmother, how do you get through this? How do you navigate through this? Okay, because it seems like the step parent always has to compromise, always has to be the bigger person, always has to do all of these things. Meanwhile, nobody gives a fuck about how the step parent feels. It is insane. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Know this. I seen this video. I think it was Kelly Rowland. Very smart woman. You know what she said? She said, my child is important, but I tell my husband all the time, you come first. You come first. Because when those kids get over there, they're going to have a life of their own. And so while your kids is interfering in your relationships, while your kids are doing everything that they can possibly do to break you up with your husband, with your fucking wife, okay? Know that when that relationship is done, them kids gonna go on with their fucking life, honey. Them kids gonna go on with their fucking life. And you're not gonna be able to tell them kids shit about their relationship. They gonna live their life in peace, okay? This is how it go. This is simply how it goes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you so much. I want y'all to call in and let me know if you have experienced this before, okay? It was very heartbreaking. Call on in, 313-753-2696. Let me know.
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it. And I get here, and the person that I had to be daddy for, because he didn't want to be a dad in the beginning, you know, he in the house with his game hooked to the TV I bought.
So disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? His clothes in here. He just chilling. I got to leave. I live here. I live here. He's gone. He's gone. You proud of yourself? Post it on Facebook. You proud of yourself? Hey. Proud of myself. It's funny? Okay.
When he said okay, you could tell he hurt. He hurt. That man hurting.
His gang hooked the TV I bought. And then she gives the daughter I've been raising, the daughter I taught how to speak, the daughter I taught how to walk.
My God.
The daughter I taught how to use the pot. she gave her to him. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy.
When he keep laughing like that, he laughing to keep from crying. That man hurt him.
Easy, man.
I didn't want you to go to jail. I didn't do nothing.
But you just said that your baby daddy that didn't want to be a father, that you said had AIDS, all this shit, you said he came.
And then that's how they always do. Whoever it is, whoever you're in a relationship with, and they have a baby daddy or a baby mama, they always act like they can't stand that baby mama. They can't stand that baby daddy, right? They feed you all of this bullshit just to do shit like this, right? They want to throw you off. They want to throw you off. She told this man she don't like this man, don't love this man. She even went as far as saying that her baby daddy got AIDS, but he come home early to find the baby daddy in the house. And then you know what they do? The first thing that they do, first fucking thing, they always blame it on the kids. Oh, they was here for the kids. Oh, it was for the kids. Oh, he calling because of the kids. Oh, she calling because of the kids. Bullshit, boo. Keep your eyes open.
Came to pick up Summer, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV. That's what you're saying.
I said he came over yesterday.
And why was he here yesterday?
Listen.
To come chill with Summer.
To come chill with Summer. Now, why would you lie on your child like that? Why would you lie on your child like that, knowing goddamn well he was not only there to chill with Summer, he was also there to chill with your black ass, okay? Order in the court. You know what? I done gave y'all my verdict from listening to this shit, from the experience that I've heard about, from the people that I know. This is a no-go. If you're able to prevent it, do so, because for the most part, you're going to always be in agony, irritated. You're going to always be questioning things. You're going to always be looking for things because that woman or that man has not done what they were supposed to do to make you feel secure. Bottom line, that's where we at right now. Terrence says she wanted to see him. Absolutely. She wanted to see him, but they always blame it on their children. Order in the court. I need y'all to call on in. Let me know. Is this happening to you? Have you experienced this? Have you been the step parent, or have you been the baby daddy or baby mama? Which person were you in this fucking chaotic debacle? Because that's what this is, a chaotic debacle, okay? Yikes. All right, we're moving right on to situationship number 2. The aftermath of cheating. Now, this is where it gets deep. Today, we're talking about why men can't fucking get it together. Why men can't fucking get it together? Why, right? We always say that the man is supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the head, okay? He wants the woman to follow his direction. But how is it that you want us to submit? You want us to be soft. You want us to be in our feminine state. But you continue to do hoe shit to people. Okay, that's what we watching right now. That's what we've seen in many people's lives, right? You see these men all over social media. I want to be the leader. I want to be the leader. Follow me. Submit. And then you get a woman to submit. Then you get a woman to let down her guards, be in her soft state, love you. All of these things that men want. And what do? They fucking embarrass you. Check this out.
I championed that for a long time. I have a completely different perspective at this point. It took me to break a woman's heart, me admitting I was cheating. It started to cheat as a result of many things. I was extremely dependent on her presence or energy for me to be at peace. After about 6 years of me being completely faithful, I took a lot of shit. I put a lot of blame on her. It could have left many times, but I was dependent. It turned into me being a serial cheater. At a certain point, I got so fed up. That's why I'm cheating on you with like 5 different... And I saw her go to a level of rage I'd never seen in a woman's eyes directed at me. Just from that point, we went through the back and forth of trying to work it out. And it would seem like it was going great, but every now and then she would turn into a completely different person. I remember the day she told...
I wonder why she just turned into a completely different person after you've cheated on her 1,000 times and told her.
Told me, Docs, can't you see I'm trying to break you? I want you to feel what I felt. The work it takes for them to be able to deal with that and see your ass day in and day out. Every time a woman remembers, she got to make the choice internally to forgive you again.
That man just said, listen, this man is a jewel. I'm playing this right here because I want to teach men, specifically black men, how to deal with the consequences of embarrassing your woman, cheating on your woman, doing harm to your woman, whatever it is, okay? How you deal with the consequences, the aftermath of cheating, the aftermath of embarrassing her, the aftermath of whatever inappropriate behavior. This man has the experience and he is speaking nothing but truth. He says, listen, he cheated many times on his woman. He was a serial cheater. And it took him to a point where he no longer wanted to see that hurt in his woman. She was so hurt, okay? And he understood that during that process, she went through a number of emotions from the things that he did to her, from the actions that caused her to feel that way. A lot of men, they do things to women. They cheat on women. They disrespect women. They do all of these things, sometimes, or maybe they do it all the time. And they think that a simple apology will suffice. They don't understand that hurt, that humiliation. They don't understand that embarrassment. They don't understand how that has affected them and how that has changed them, okay? And they don't understand that the woman is trying to deal with it. She loves you so much that she's trying to work through these things. But every time she looks at you, every time she thinks about it, it upsets her, which then changes her emotions. So she's going up and down. She's bipolar in this state of healing. And for a lot of immature men, they just want to say sorry and fucking sweep it under the rug and it's done. They don't understand that, no, you made your bed. You got to lay in this bed. You have to help get your woman out of this state because it's you that put her in this state. So if that means apologizing every single day, if that means taking action to make her feel more secure, if that means allowing her to cuss your ass out every time she feel it and you just continue to say, I'm sorry, then that is what it's going to take when you've fucked up. All right, we're going to look at some of the jurors' comments. Terrence say he didn't like the way he felt after. Let's talk about that. Elaborate a little bit.
You a man that has cheated on a woman and she's willing to do the intense work. Singular apology is not enough. Every time you feel like she may remember, you need to apologize again. When y'all good and everything is going.
Do you hear that? That man is speaking. He said every time you feel like she remembers the whole shit that you done to her, you need to apologize. You need to do whatever it takes. If this a good woman and you've just been shitting on this woman, then you owe her that. How dare you? Listen to this man.
Straight and you feel like, all right, we got past that. Apologize again. Men I work with, they almost get annoyed that the woman keeps bringing it up. And every time she gets upset about it.
Y'all hear that? He say that most men almost get annoyed that the woman is trying to deal with the hurt, that the woman is continuously bringing it up. I see this often. I see men all the time fuck over their women, fuck up their relationships, fuck up their great homes. The woman is forgiving, takes him back. He may have had a child on her. He may be fucking on her. Whatever it is, the woman takes him back. And during this process, as she continues to bring up the hurt that he has caused her, he gets aggravated as if he didn't cause it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy to me. And I'm so happy that a man, not only a man, but a black man is giving you guys these keys of what do you do after cheating.
Prepared to walk with her through it again like it's the first time she found out.
All right, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what my juror said. My juror, Terrence, said he felt the guilt in him and didn't want to feel it. So he gave her lip service to make himself feel better. So I want to know, Terrence, why don't you think that what this man is saying is sincere? He seems like, at this point, he's a pretty honest person. He tells her when he cheats, and it sounds like he's just learning how to get through the aftermath of cheating. I want you guys to listen to this one more time. But as you guys are listening to these gems that this black man is dropping down, I want you guys to leave your comments and or give me a call and let me know, what do you think about this? We're talking about the aftermath of cheating. Cheaters, how do you make things right? Cheaters think that the only way they make things right is by saying sorry, going to buy you a purse. It's deeper than that. You've hurt somebody's soul. A lot of times you have disrupted their lives. You have disrupted their thoughts. You have hurt them so bad that their heart feel like it's coming out of their bodies. A lot of times women lose weight. They lose their minds. They might even want to hurt themselves from the damage that you have done. And many times cheaters just want to apologize and go on with the day and forget about these things. But it is so hard. So listen to what this black man had to say.
I championed that for a long time. I have a completely different perspective at this point. It took me to break a woman's heart, me admitting I was cheating. It started to cheat as a result of many things. I was extremely dependent on her presence, her energy for me to be at peace. After about 6 years of me.
Now dig this. Listen to what he said. He said he needed her presence to be at peace. This is what grinds my fucking gears. Men have good women out here. I'm talking about good. It's more good women out here than men. We know that. I'm almost convinced that 99.9% of the men ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now, okay? You got your 1% that's unicorns, but for the most part, I ain't seen nothing different. You know what I'm saying? These men out here are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. You got your 1%. You got those lucky gems. But for the most part, what about the rest of society that's dealing with this shit? Women are tired of this shit. So what he just said was, he comes to his woman for peace. He's looking to her to give him peace while he constantly disrupts hers. Order in the court. That's some narcissistic shit right there. That is crazy. That is crazy. Do you guys know, as our leaders, as our men, y'all are supposed to protect black women, okay? That's your job. That's your obligation. You want somebody to follow you as you cheat on them, as you hurt them, as you dog them, as you embarrass them? You think that somebody can actually trust your leadership after that, let alone trust you? And then you have enough audacity to say you look for your woman for peace while you constantly disrupt hers. This shit is wicked.
Being completely faithful. I took a lot of shit. I put a lot of blame on her and could have left many times, but I was dependent. Turned into me being a serial cheater. At a certain point, I got so fed up. That's why I'm cheating on you with like 5 different... And I saw her go to a level of rage I'd never seen in a woman's eyes directed at me.
Yeah, you're going to get rage. This is why they have a fucking show called Snap. This is why women fall into the crime of passion and kill motherfuckers every single day, because you keep playing in our face. You keep playing in these good women faces who have trusted you with their hearts, have trusted you with their love, trusted you with their secrets. And this is the type of shit you do.
At that point, we went through the back and forth of trying to work it out. And it would seem like it was going great, but every now and then she would turn into a completely different person. I remember the day she told me, Docs, can't you see I'm trying to break you? I want you to feel what I felt. The work it takes for...
And that's the thing. See, we never talk about this. Immature women, because they don't know how to deal with this hurt inside of them, they want to get their lick back. So they want to hurt you as much as you hurt them. What that mean? That might mean fucking people. That might mean fucking people you know. That might mean entertaining other niggas. That might mean having a sneaky link. That might mean doing some whole shit to you. But those are immature women, because at the end of the day, all it's doing is hurting them. Why would you put another body on you because this man hurt you, right? Because that's what society has taught us. Society has taught us to match these men energy. Society has taught us that the only way to get over one nigga is to get up underneath another nigga. That is bullshit. And God is not pleased. Let me tell you something. Hurt is inevitable. But one thing for sure, you should never hurt yourself trying to hurt somebody else. Adding another body to you, giving away your precious goods, exploiting that pussy, that good pussy that God gave you because this man hurt you, is simply stupid to do. It's not wise. You're not going to benefit. You're going to have another spirit inside of you, more trauma, more things to deal with, because you're not healed. You're hurting and you're trying to hurt this man. But we cannot operate like men, because why? We're not men. We're not men. We're women. And as bad as we want to punch them in a fucking face, as bad as we want to cut up all their clothes, as bad as we want to cause them as much hurt as they have caused us, when you are a mature woman, a God-fearing woman, the best thing that you can do is put it in the hands of the Lord. The best thing that you can do is pray for your peace. The best thing that you can do is pray to get that joy back in your heart that has been taken from whatever action that they have done. The best thing that you can do is focus on you and go harder on your purpose. The best thing that you can do is give it to God, but never try to match their energy. You're going to lose every single time. Every single time. And that's what you got to know. I need y'all to call on in. My juror says, words have meaning. I was completely faithful is a manipulation tactic. He also says that he's a mama's boy, super dependent, definitely. Most of these men who are constant cheaters, constant abusers, constant individuals who bring harm and heartache to women, they be fucked up themselves. They be mama's boys, or they be gay, or they be insecure as fuck, and they want to make you feel as insecure as they feel. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to kind of self-reflect and say, who am I dealing with? Who am I dealing with? Because I'm going to tell y'all something, ladies. When a man truly loves you, he does not continuously hurt you. He doesn't. I'm sorry. Now, some shit is going to hurt because in life, things are inevitable. You have conflict. But to constantly, intentionally do these things, when you may know what your woman been through, the traumas that she been through, the things that she's grown up in, you supposed to protect her. And here go this man saying that he was a serial cheater. My God. Whew. Order in the court. I'm sentencing all black men, all of them, to therapy because you guys need it. You guys need it deeply. The way that you continue to perpetuate this cycle of hate, this cycle of trauma, this cycle of breaking up families, this cycle of, dropping the ball in the relationship, dropping the ball as a husband, a man, a boyfriend, a fiance, a daddy. It has to be rectified. And the only way that it is going to be rectified is if you do the work. As black women, we cannot heal y'all. We are not y'all mamas. And we did not cause this hurt. Whoever the fuck did it, that's who you need to hurt. Don't hurt the new person that's in your life. Don't make them deal with all of your traumas and all of your hurt. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I'm gonna tell you something, black men and black women. If you're not fully healed, stop trying to get in relationships. Stop interrupting people's lives. Stop going after people just to hurt them. That is insane, okay? And to me, it seems wicked. It seems very wicked. So my verdict for today is I am ordering all black men in the United States of America to have therapy. Therapy is imperative. You need to figure out why you are this way and how you can resolve it. Order in the court. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe right here to my YouTube channel. We are on episode number 10 of The Verdict, and we are going into our next segment of The Verdict, which is called Allegedly. Now, I love allegedly because everything that we talk about is alleged. We don't know if it's true. We don't know if it's factual, but we're going to talk about it. Allegedly, good coochie can keep a man. Now, I've heard this many times before, honey. I heard this. I heard that if you got that good wop wop, you can keep a man. But I'm wise enough to know that having good coochie alone ain't gonna do it. Okay? Beyonce got cheated on. Halle Berry got cheated on. The freakiest freaks get cheated on. The strippers get cheated on. And all of these people proclaim to have what Cardi B say she got some wet ass pussy, okay? WAP. And she gets cheated on daily, okay? So I am here to tell you that I do not believe that a good coochie keeps a man. But listen to this.
So let me ask you all a question, right? How long have you guys been married?
60 years.
How long?
60.
And what's kept y'all married this long?
She got good pussy.
She what?
She got good pussy.
Y'all heard Old Time. Old Time say he been married for 60 years to his wife. 60. Yikes. How the fuck old are they? I can't even keep a relationship for fucking 4 years, let alone 60 years. That's a blessing. Clap it up for them people. I mean, my God, I can't wait to see me and my fiance make it to 60 years, that's going to be a beautiful fucking day to see. Okay. I'm happy to see 6 years. When I make it to 5 years, I'm going to be so happy. Okay. But 60 years, and this OG says that the way that they made it to 60 years is that this lady got some good coochie. Now, hear me out. That means that they still fucking to this day. Look at these people. They still fucking.
So let me ask you all a question, right? How long have you guys been married?
60 years.
How long?
60.
And what's kept y'all married this long?
She got good pussy.
She what?
That man say his wife got good coochie. Well, he say pussy. Good coochie. Now, let me tell you something. Coochie alone is not going to do it. I truly believe that in order to stay in a monogamous relationship for years, decades, it takes a little bit more than sex. Sex is really important. That's how you keep that connection. That's how you release that tension that you may have. That's how you enjoy one another. But I truly feel like it's more than that. You have to have respect. There has to be compromise. There has to be a great deal of communication. There has to be a great deal of integrity. You know, a lot of people are missing integrity. Integrity is, what do you do when you're not around me? How do you behave? What are you saying to people? How are you treating people? What do you think people thinking? Do they think they can play in your mate's face? Okay? So it takes a little bit more than simply fucking. We done seen the best of the best fuck and still get cheated on. It's women right now that got some of the wettest, warmest, juiciest coochie. And they single. Order in the court. They are single. Do you hear me? They single. So I don't necessarily think that this is true. But I'm not a man either. Call on in 313-753-2696 and let me know, what is your verdict? You can always leave your verdict down in the comment section on YouTube as well as Facebook. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode of The Verdict. We're talking about why men can't get it right and basic humanity rules, ethical rules, moral rules. Do unto others as if you would like them to do to you. Why is this so hard in society? Why do we make relationships and friendships and mother and daughterships and daddy and daughterships and sonships and parenting? Why do we make it so hard? Why is it so hard to treat people with respect, to treat people with love, to treat people with dignity? Why is it so hard? Okay? And I'm going to tell you something right now. Coochie ain't going to solve all the problems. All right, my juror says that the reason that they're lasting is because she wasn't holding that coochie hostage. So that makes one believe that a lot of these women are holding their coochies for hostage, like they are chastising men with their coochie. So if they're mad at their man, they don't give them coochie. If they tired, they don't give them coochie, things like that. Now, I'm going to tell you something, ladies, that's a complete no-no. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you got people around you and you're in a relationship and they telling you hold off on that pussy, that's a sure way for him to continue cheating or to start cheating. You never want to do that to a man. You want to give up that coochie in that throat every time your man asks for it, whether you mad, upset, whatever the case may be, because sometimes just getting that release and just having that connection can change the trajectory of that argument, that relationship, your feelings or whatever. And sometimes it may not be long term. It may just be short term. But even in that short term, y'all not arguing, y'all connecting, y'all seeing one another, and it helps to break down those barriers that you or him may have up. So if you are holding out on your man or your woman, I'm telling y'all right now, it's not going to end well. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when we get into BMF, Lucille, Charles, and Mabel. Oh, yes, honey. We're talking about it. We're talking about it. And I got a couple of different things on here that I want to see about. Let's see. What's this? Checking out my little stuff. All right, y'all, we're moving right on to allegedly number 2. Allegedly, mothers are supporting their children, disrespecting their fathers. Oh, my God. Let me tell y'all something. It really grinds. Thank you so much, Terrence. It really grinds my gears when I see mothers, bitter mothers, pathetic mothers, immature mothers perpetuate their feelings and project their feelings onto their children, so much so that now their children are disrespecting their fathers. Let me tell you something. I am a daddy's girl. I love my daddy, and I don't know where I would be without my daddy. And my daddy is not perfect. My daddy has not always been where he is and who he is to me, okay? There has been issues between my mother and my father. But let me tell you something. That is between them. That is between them. Let me say that again. As a child, I should never be put in that shit. Your children, you should never weaponize your children against their parent. That is frowned upon. And let me tell you something else. God is not pleased. And the only person that you are hurting, you think you hurting that man, and you are hurting that man temporarily, but that man can go out and make another child, okay? Who you are really hurting is that daughter or that son, because every child needs their father. Amen? Let me say that again. Every child needs their father, okay? Every child. So when I see women who have corrupted their children so much so that their children hates their father, their children disrespects their father, and the woman goes along with it, it grinds my gears. Check this out.
Hello? Hello?
I don't want to talk.
But dang, how you doing today?
Good, I don't want to talk.
Why you always tell me that?
Because I don't like talking to you. I don't like talking to you.
But you won't even let me ask the question before you try to answer.
You just said, how are you? You just said, how are you?
Oh my goodness, Demi, why you so rude to your daddy?
I don't like talking to you.
But that doesn't give you a reason to be rude. You gotta honor your mother and your father, sweetheart.
That's right.
Okay, I don't want to talk.
I get that much, but you don't have to be rude about it.
I said I don't want to talk.
I know that. I heard you the first 4 times, but you still need to stop being rude. That's the whole thing about it.
I'm telling you something and you're not listening.
Because I'm the parent, you can't tell me nothing. That's the thing.
I can express my feelings.
You definitely can, but you can do that without being rude as well. That's the whole thing. That's the key.
Okay,
You don't be rude and you don't be disrespectful. Okay, but you don't have to talk over me either. But you don't have to talk over me. So if you don't want to talk and you're going to talk over me, you could just be quiet and let me say what I got to say.
My God, you hear that rage? Do you hear the rage? Now, she sounds like a small child, but this small child has rage in her heart. And maybe she has a cell phone of her own, or maybe she's using her mother's cell phone, but she's not grown. She's in the authority of her mother. And so who is allowing her to speak to her father like this? Who has told her it is okay to disrespect her father in such a fucking manner? Listen to this.
I love you and I miss you anyway.
Bye-bye.
My God. My God. That is so sad. That is so sad. I see this all the time. I see this all the time. And a lot of times, these children don't have options because you know how they say birds of a feather flock together? If you're around a person long enough, whether it's a man or a woman, a friend, whoever, you start to emulate their traits. Unconsciously, these things start to happen, right? So now you have a child that's around a bitter ass mother or a bitter ass father, but we're talking about a mother in this case, who more than likely is dogging out the father, talking badly about him. If she's not directly doing it, she's indirectly doing it, or talking about him to other people in which the child is listening to. And so now the child is taking on those feelings, taking on those emotions. And then you got some dirty ass, low down, miserable mothers who it's not good enough just for them to have these feelings, but they want you to feel a certain way about their daddy. And if you don't fucking listen to them under their leadership, they put you through hell. And so now you're forced to hate your daddy. Now you're forced to disconnect from your daddy. Now you're forced to disrespect your daddy, because if you don't, you got to deal with the repercussions of the parent who you live with, which is your mama, order in the court. This right here is wicked. This is wicked. This is wicked. And mothers, you guys don't understand how much trauma you instill onto your children. I'm talking about trauma that lives on for years, decades, for the rest of their fucking lives, okay? And you got women that's so bitter, they are unable to step outside of their hurt. They are unable, that they would rather isolate their child from their father rather than allowing their child to be with their father despite what they're going through. Because at the end of the day, why would you put your child through that? You know, that's a form of abuse. These parents are emotionally abusing their fucking children, and they think that they're hurting the man. They really believe that they're hurting the man, and they don't see all of the hurt that the child carries. It's a sad fucking shame, especially when fathers want to do for their kids. That's the part that really kills me. If you got a father that's stepping up and he wants to do for his child, but he can't do for his child because you have placed roadblocks, trials, and tribulations up against him. Men are not as strong as women. I'm sorry. They may claim to be and this and that, but when it comes to truly being strong and having resilience, they give up. After they try so many times, you heard what we talk about. They say sorry a couple times. They want you to forget about the shit. So they try a couple times to get their kids. After you done put all these roadblocks in their way, a lot of these men give up. Men, I'm telling you right now, I challenge you right now, never give up on your kids. I know it's hard. I know what she's doing to you is devastating you. I know that you cry late at night. I know that you love your daughter. You love your son. You wish that they were there. I know that you never intended for it to be this way. I know that you're still a good parent despite, what the mother and daddy has been through. I know these things. And I encourage you to never give up, because the moment you give up, she's won. The moment you give up, you make your child feel as if everything that their mother said about you is true, even though it's not. Okay? So I encourage you all the men of today that are dealing with this shit, this terrible, pathetic, low down shit that these women, these bitter, deceitful, hurtful, pathetic women put you through. I'm telling you right now, fight through it. Lean on the Lord. Ask him for strength, but never give up on your child. Order in the court. That right there, that hurt my heart, because you can tell that he hurt. And this little girl, she upset. She got sass and anger. And she even went to a point where she grunted, like she had rage. She really didn't want to talk to her father. I want to know, what has she done? What has her father done to her that is so wrong that she doesn't even want to hold a conversation with her father? Let me tell you something. I love both my mama and my father, but there's nobody on this earth that can make me hate my mama, and there's nobody on this earth that can make me hate my father. Nobody. And if I got to fall out with people because I choose to walk in love with my parents, if people got to stop talking to me, if we got to take time out, whatever the case may be, then that's what's going to happen. Because at the end of the day, I need my mama and I need my daddy. And that's what it is. And parents, let me tell you something right now. If you are a parent that is dogging out the other parent in front of your children, shame on you. It's going to come and bite you in your ass. Eventually, they're going to wake up and get from underneath your authority. And they're going to know that the shit you did was foul. Okay? It was foul. All right? And let me just say this, mothers. It's a lot of sneaky ass mothers out here that'll tell the daddy, I don't know why he acting like that. I don't know why she acting like that. I never talk about you. Let me tell you something. What you do in the dark comes to light. And even though that man may be naive and can't see, eventually it's going to come to the light that you have been dogging them out, that you have been putting things into these children's mind. And guess what? It's going to come and bite you in your ass. It's going to bite you in your ass. So I say this humbly. Do unto others as if you would want them to do to you. Learn how to be mature. What is up with these black couples that don't know how to utilize maturity when it comes to your children? What is up with these couples? Why can't we put aside our feelings, put on our big girl panties and our big boy draws, and work together for the sake of these children? Are these children important to y'all? Or are y'all just proclaiming that these children are important to y'all? Because if you really gave a fuck about your kids, you would not put them through such agony. This is agony for children. No child should be going through this. This is terrible. Order in the court. Order in the goddamn court. Oh, my goodness.
Your Honor, these hoes is weird, Your Honor.
Yes, they are.
Your Honor, these hoes is weird, Your Honor.
These hoes is definitely weird. We're moving right on. We're moving on to allegedly number 3. Allegedly number 3. Women are criticized for standing on business. That is crazy to me. Okay? In this society, what I notice is men want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They want to come and go as they please. They want to talk to you anyway. They want to fuck all the hoes. They want to be a leader. They want you to follow them as they shit on you. They want to do all of these things. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to live a polygamous lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the king. They want to do all of this shit. But the moment the woman decides to stand on business, they lose their fucking minds. What do I mean by that? We saw it as clear as day, right on BMF. That's right, BMF, Black Mafia Films, crew, whoever. 50 Cent is the producer of BMF on Stars, and this show is so fucking good. It talks about the life of BMF, Big Meech, and his brother T. And the part we're talking about today is their parents. So their parents been together for a very long time, Charles and Lucille. And Lucille and Charles go to church, you know. Oh my God, these men be tripping, okay? And they go to church, they love God, and they are really trying to get through the hardships of life during this time. They make little to no money, and they have to support their children. And what was happening is Lucille works at Wendy's. Her husband, he works at some type of manufacturing job, but he's not bringing home enough money. And they have repairs on a house that need to be fixed. She continues to ask this man to fix on these repairs. The house looks a mess. He not fixing on the repairs, but he fixing on everybody else's repairs in their house. So she's upset. She's irritated. So he trying to get some pussy here and there, and she's holding out, which is not what she's supposed to be doing. Well, I talked about this. I don't give a damn how you feeling about your husband, how you feeling about your wife. When they ask for some sex, you are obligated to give it to them. Now, she decided she was going to hold out. She tired, all of these things. And so Charles decided to start jacking that motherfucker off. So he watching pornos. So she ended up finding his pornos. And she don't even want him to watch pornos. She don't want him to watch none of this stuff. So she want him just to go high and dry. Now, we talked about this. Of course, Charles went out and cheated. Now, this wasn't what he intended to do, allegedly. Okay? He didn't intend to do this. What he was intending to do was go and fix one of his church members something at their house. Her name was Mabel. And when he got there, Mabel pushed up on him. And because he had not had no pussy in God knows how long, he was weak. He's a man. Majority of the time, they are weak. Now, this is no excuse, okay? This is no excuse, because when you go before God and you make that vow, no man or woman is supposed to be able to come between y'all. But Lucille was wrong, and now he gonna double down on wrong. Now, she was wrong, but what he did is wrong, okay? So he cheats on Lucille. He fucks this girl. It don't even seem like they had a condom. Lucille finds out. Of course, Lucille is hurt because Lucille has never cheated on this man. She has dedicated her life to this man. She has loved this man. She's just tired at this point. They're going through a rough patch. But it seems like every time in relationships, when there's rough patches, it seems like the man always folds. He folds first. That's what I see. I see the man always folding first, okay? It don't take shit for him to step out. You breathe wrong, his ass stepping out, okay? It's a lot of men that got good women, ain't giving them pussy every day, neck and everything, and they still step out. But in this situation, Lucille was wrong. So he was weak. He stepped out. Now, here's what pisses me off. After Charles did what he did, which was stepped out on his wife, not his girlfriend, but his wife, embarrassed her. He could have fucked anybody. He fucked somebody who she knows. That's how these niggas do. These niggas dirty, okay? I'm telling you, they'll pick you up to drop you on your motherfucking head, okay? He fucked somebody that not only that she knew, but who she went to church with, ordering the court. That's a dirty nigga. We talking about a dirty ass nigga right here, okay? And when he was getting that little 2-3 minutes in, he wasn't thinking about Lucille, okay? So now Lucille found out. And what irritates me is when Lucille wants to stand on business, everybody is flipping the script on Lucille. Now she's the motherfucker that's in the wrong. She's a no good, dirty motherfucker because she has accepted what he's done and she has decided, I do not want to go through with this. This is not love. This is not, you have given your body to, men don't understand that when they give their body to somebody else, the damage that it does to a woman, first of all, the trust is gone. It is fucking gone. And it is a long road to getting it back. And this is why a majority of women plead and beg and ask, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. And for some reason, that make the men feel like, I'm going to do it to her. Finish her. You know what I'm saying? And so he didn't believe Fat Meat was greasy. He thought that he could do this whole shit and Lucille was supposed to still care for him, love him, be his wife, and give him all of the things that she used to give him. And Lucille stood on goddamn business. She said, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Now, in conjunction with this, he should not have cheated, okay? My juror says that, and she wouldn't let him beat his meat. She asking for it. It's not right, but it's real. Yeah, that's true. We got to get Lucille that she was wrong. She wouldn't even let the man beat his meat. He was trying to satisfy himself, so he went out and he cheated. Now, two wrongs don't make a right. So now they really fucked, okay? Now they could have got over that. They could have got better with that. She could have gave him ass and they could have started over. But what she can't get over is the fact that not only did you cheat on me, but you cheated on me with a bitch that I done had around me in my house or in the congregation. Super embarrassing. Okay, the level of disrespect and embarrassment has just went through the fucking roof. Now, simultaneously as this is happening, Lucille old boyfriend comes back into her life. Now, this is not just any boyfriend, okay? This is boyfriend to get excited about. This is a doctor, an established man with accolades. Hypergamy then kicked right in at the right motherfucking time. Do you hear me? Oh, Charles, you want to cheat? Oh, you think I don't got it no more? Well, let me show you something. So now a lot of people are like, she should have moved out. She should have did this. What y'all don't understand is in circumstances, you can't always do that. You can't always do that. Sometimes you got to still live with the person. Sometimes y'all got business deal or whatever the case may be. And shit don't just happen like that. So you got to deal with your hurt the way that you choose fit. And that's what that guy was talking about. You cannot hurt people and then dictate how they behave after you hurt them. You cannot hurt people and then chastise them for acting out or being upset or not being the person that they used to be to you. You fucked it up. You fucked it up. And so it's your job to get it back right. Now, Charles is trying to get it back right. He doing whatever he can fucking do. But it appears for Lucille, he has did the ultimate. And it is very tough for her. You can see her struggling, okay? But hypergamy has kicked in. And this new guy who she used to date, he is, saving lives. He got money. He's taking her on dates. He doing all of these things that her husband wasn't able to do, even though she stayed with him through him being broke, through him not having. She stayed with him. She didn't leave him. She didn't go seek another man. Majority of women don't. They stay with these men, right? But the first time that they get in conflict, these men will fuck over you like nobody's business. They don't have the same loyalty that women have. And so now she decided, I'm going to have a little fun. She not lying about it. She being honest. She like, hey, you chose what you chose. She going out on dates with this man. She letting him know, I don't want to be with you. Okay? They getting a little hot and bothered. They ain't fucked yet, but it look like it's coming. And I see the internet going crazy. They mad at Lucille. They saying she the real devil. They saying she the cause of all of this. Nobody is supporting or understanding the position that Lucille is in. Nobody is understanding that. I don't give a fuck. Just because your mate don't give you sex, if you're that hurt, divorce them. Get out of it. But the last thing you're supposed to be doing is seeking connections and entertaining other people. Now, like I said, it's not right what Lucille did. But Lucille has her reasons. But what she did not do is she did not step out on him. She did not take it that far. Okay? And so, once again, we're talking about people standing on business. Why is it that men can dish it out, but they can never take it? They can never take it. I mean, they do whole shit daily. Sometimes constantly. Sometimes by the minute. Talk to some women. I dare you right now. I challenge you right now Talk to 5 women, and I bet you all 5 women are experiencing or has experienced a great deal of trauma from a fucking man. My God. Okay? So now this woman has decided to take her fate into her own hand and to live her life after he has destroyed the marriage. And people are upset about this. They don't like what Lucille doing. They don't like that Lucille being honest, okay, being transparent, okay? Jurors say 2 completely different thought processes. Tell me what you mean by that. Elaborate. He says this woman knows that she isn't standing on business at home, so she's embarrassed. Okay, you got to tell me. You think that Lucille is embarrassed? She don't look like she embarrassed. She like she having the time of her life. Please elaborate. Tell me what you mean, juror. I would love to speak about this. When you say 2 completely different thought processes, please tell me, because at the end of the day, I love when my jurors give me their verdict. What is your verdict on this? Do you think that Lucille is standing on business? Do you think that Lucille has the right to behave in this magnitude? Do you feel like 2 wrongs don't make a right and that she's still a married woman and no matter what, she should still, be this princess to this motherfucker that then dogged her out and embarrassed her? Do y'all think that? I want to know what your verdict is. Me personally, I feel like that's where Lucille at. You know what I'm saying? It was a point in my life where I felt like I'll do that. I'll do it with no problem. I'm at a different point in my life right now. I don't feel like, if something was going on in my relationship that I would bring another person into the relationship to make me feel better, because I know from experience that don't do anything but complicate the relationship. That don't do anything but cause more harm to yourself, more confusion. But there's many women who are in this state, and I feel like if that's what they choose to do after they man has fucked over them, then so fucking be it. If you gave a fuck about the relationship, you would not have done what you did. You the man. You want me to follow you? Well, goddamn it, I followed you right off the goddamn cliff. Order in the court. She followed him right off the cliff. He fucked somebody. She dating somebody. What's the problem? I got another juror that says, hell no, she ain't wrong. Hell no. Hell no. To the no.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Ugly ass. That's what the jurors say. They say, hell no, she ain't wrong. They say Lucille's standing on business. What's your verdict? What's your verdict? Now, this is getting good, man. I mean, this got the internet going crazy. These people, we got a hung jury. We got some people that's like, Lucille, do your thing. We got some other people that's saying, you low down, dirty, trifling. You call yourself a Christian woman? And you behaving like this? You doing this to your husband? They didn't forget that the husband fucked Mabel in her kitchen raw, baby, from the back. Had a good time grunting and carrying on. They forgot about that part. They feel sorry for little old Charles since he around this bitch with his guitar looking sad and stupid. Okay, now they feeling sorry for Charles. He want to dance the night away. He want to do all of these things that he should have fucking been doing prior to the situation. But now he in a conundrum, and now he is changing. And just because he's changing, he thinks that Lucille should be in the same place. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. This is why I'm telling men and women, before you step out on your mate, before you do your mate wrong, before you disrespect your mate so bad that it causes a permanent tear in a relationship, think about your mate. Consider your mate. Show the love and admiration that you claim you have in those moments so that we don't get into these situations. This is a fucked up situation. Let me read what the juror is saying. I got a juror that say, I am Lucille. I was Lucille. My God. They say, he the king. Well, he needs to act like it. He worked, but not hard enough. Okay. I agree. They say, should have kept home together. That's right. Let me tell you something. Dave Hollister got a song that I absolutely love that's called Take Care of Home. And the words go like this: take care of home. You don't got to worry about your girl if you take care of home, okay? If you treat her right and you respect her, you don't got to worry about no other man, okay? He ain't do that. He did not do that. He was worried about everybody and everything else but his fucking household. He can't even put up a goddamn drywall. They walls fucked up while he at Mabel's house helping her. Ain't that about a bitch? Order in the court. This shit I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I got another juror that said he played in her face with that bitch. Oh my God. Yes, he did. Oh my God. How many men out here playing in they women's face with bitches? I mean, this is an epidemic. Okay? I know they say we in a pandemic, but this shit right here with men playing in women, good women faces, hard-working women faces, and women who got integrity and love the Lord, this shit is an epidemic right here. Okay? And I'm rooting for, I'm not in this space, but I'm rooting for Lucille. I am. I'm loving to see him squirm, him be hurt, him be devastated, him be heartbroken, because sometimes you gotta give these men a taste of their own medicine. You know what I'm saying? I say I'm at a different point in life. If these things were to happen to me, I just gonna get the fuck on. I'm gonna pray about it, be hurt. You know, I'm in a different point in life. I don't want to add nothing else to the situation. But I still can root for this. I still can root for her because she ain't at a different point in life. She choose violence that day. Lucille chose violence. Now, let me tell you what a juror said. A juror said, he played in her face with that bitch. All bets are the fuck off. And I can't wait till Lucille get some good dick. I can't wait either. Because it ain't nothing better than a motherfucker fucking over you and you bossing up on their ass with somebody that's 10 times better than them. And I'm not trying to be funny, but Charles is going to be, he think he hurt now. He's really going to be hurt if they get married. She leaves him for this man because her life is going to change drastically. Okay, she stayed with Charles all this time in poverty, helping him with his dreams, believing in him, trying to make ends meet. For this motherfucker to embarrass her like that, the nerve. Oh my God. I mean, it's disgusting. This type of shit is disgusting. Okay, I have another juror that say they're both wrong. I agree. She should move like a married woman until she isn't married. Well, I agree. But at this point, he stepped out. So are they married? Seemed like he broke that covenant when he stuck his dick in somebody else. But I don't know. It says if you aren't going to honor the marriage after you've been wrong, then at least honor what God says with your body until it's final. Now, I agree about that. Now, that's where I'm at with it. See, that's why I talked about mature women. You know, it's not a lot of mature women. And when I say mature, I'm not just talking about being wise and having experience. I'm talking about when you are mature in God. You know, I'm at the point of my life that if I was to ever go through something like this, I'm so locked in with God that I've changed as a person. Yeah, my first idea is to get a motherfucker back, to hurt them, to do them like they did me. But when you locked in with God, God say no. God say vengeance is mine. God say that I will take care of this. Okay. And so I'm smart enough to know that this is going to cause Lucille what it's causing her: turmoil, chaos. You know, she feeling like she don't know if she doing right, doing wrong, because you're still under the authority of God. God has not released you from this marriage, and therefore you should behave in such a way. But I understand the women that choose to act like this. I truly do. I truly do, okay? And he says adding bodies to your soul is never revenge. And I talked about that earlier. That is never revenge. But she hasn't done that yet. She's simply getting wined and dined. Remember that. She hasn't fucked this man yet. She's simply getting wined and dined and having a good time, okay? And if you notice, this situation has changed Lucille. It seems like it changed her for the best because she got a new hair, she got a new outfit, she looking happier. She know what it feel like now to be treated worthy. Because let's be honest, Charles wasn't treating her worthy. Charles got her working at Wendy's. They around that bitch in poverty. You know what I'm saying? He want to be the leader, but he not even leading in the household. You got your wife working hard as hell at Wendy's, and you can't even fucking fix a wall. My God. My goodness. All right. My other juror says that, how about she still gave him some after that? Lucille did give him some. Lucille did still fuck Charles afterwards. Her husband. She did. I mean, it was a little too late. He already had fucked. But, you know, she's still trying to be nice to the man. She ain't completely being disrespectful, but she's just choosing her. And sometimes, honestly, ladies, it's okay to choose you. Don't let these men manipulate you after they done fucked over you. Sometimes it's okay to choose you. She hasn't fucked anybody. Okay, she hasn't gave her body away. She's simply entertaining this man. Is it wrong? The verdict is out. The verdict is out. This is a touchy one right here. I have somebody that says she is moving like a married woman. She hasn't been with the man. She's experiencing happiness right now, and that's fine. I agree. That's it. She getting wined and dined. Y'all want to make this more than what this is, but it's not. She hasn't had sex with this man. She has kissed him. You know, they have touched, but they have not taken it there. And so I'm just going to say, let's just watch and see. But fellas, understand this. When you fuck over your good woman, you cannot then dictate how she responds. That's narcissist behavior. It's manipulative behavior. You can't hurt me and then when I act out from the hurt that you've caused, try to manipulate the person. That's sick, okay? I need you guys to know that. It's sick. When you fuck over somebody, stand like a man. Stand like you was when you fucked over that person. And be ready and prepared for whatever happens. That's what you guys got to do. You got to be ready and prepared for whatever happens after that. Is you going to stay and get your family back together? Or is you going to run and say, fuck it? But what you can't do is stay in it and try to dictate how the person feel and how the person moves after you fucked over them. That's sick, okay? Order in the court. We're moving on to our last segment of the night. I'm having a ball with you guys. I told you guys that tonight is going to be a little long because we missed 2 weeks. Your girl is currently getting her PhD, and it is tough. So, yes, we're going to have a good time tonight. Make sure you guys leave your comments. I'm having such a good time with my jurors tonight. I told you these topics are hot. They're going to evoke some good conversation. I'm going to get my verdict, and most importantly, you're going to have feelings, okay? This is going to make you feel, because most people have been through this. Some people going through this shit right now as we speak. They nigga or they woman fucking off on them, treating them like shit, embarrassing them. And they trying to figure out how they deal with this. They devastated, right? Some people choose violence like Lucille, and some people choose God. I'm telling you right now, it's always best to choose God and put it into his hands, because they say vengeance is not yours, it's the Lord. And I know for sure that when God take care of the problem, it's taken care of permanently. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen again. Whew, this has been great. All right, you guys, we're moving on to our last segment of today, which is called Judge and Jury. I am the judge, and you guys are my jurors. I am the judge, and once again, you guys are my jurors. So what does that mean? I need for you all to weigh in and give your verdict. Here's the situation. Sometimes breakups reveal truths that you don't see or know prior to. Let me say that again. Sometimes breakups reveals truths that you didn't see or knew prior to. Before I even give you my verdict, before I even tell you what this is about, listen to this.
This woman just went viral for what she said about the woman that her man chose after her. And she's gotten a lot of flack for it, but I want y'all to tell me what you think.
There are times y'all gotta admit that the other woman is better for him. There's times when we break up with these men and we see them with new women and it's like, you know what? She is more your speed, bruh. She really is. I know with my ex, you know, when I see him with his new girl, I really was able to recognize that she is a better woman for him. You know, men need to be with a woman that they can lead, that they can feel like, you know, she respects them and stuff like that. And the man that he was in the relationship with me, I did not respect him in real life. He could have never led me. He wasn't intelligent enough to lead me. He didn't have his shit together enough to lead me. Someone can't lead you that you doing better than. So I'm not mad now that I see he had to go get women that he could lead, because everyone should feel validated in their relationship. And I could not do that for that man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't fake and act like his plan was better than my plan. I couldn't fake and act like I could really trust him to provide and lead me when I knew damn well I could do a better job at it. But there are other women out there that, you know, will get with him, and I see him with other women, and they are more submissive to him based on where they are in life, and they are a perfect couple. Real facts.
I don't know about y'all, but I think sis speaking facts. I think the people was like, oh, she's so bitter. She's hating.
Let's go back. I need y'all to hear this one more time.
This woman just went viral for what she said about the woman that her man chose after her. And she's gotten a lot of flack for it, but I want y'all to tell me what you think.
There are times y'all gotta admit that the other woman is better for him. There's times when we break up with these men and we see them with new women and it's like, you know what? She is more your speed, bruh. She really is. I know with my ex, when I see him with his new girl, I really was able to recognize that she is a better woman.
Now let's talk about this. This is deep. And I agree 125%. This lady says that originally the guy who she was with, he was not exhibiting leadership abilities. First of all, he wasn't on his purpose. He didn't have his shit together. And he didn't have a leadership mindset. Therefore, he did not behave as a leader. And so it was very hard for her to follow him. A lot of women go through this on a daily basis. I'm not trying to dog out men, but the reality of it is men need to step up. We are in a pathetic state with a whole bunch of pathetic ass men who, use their past traumas as excuses to continue to be pathetic or continue to be low lives or continue to not rise above and be the man that this society needs them to be. Okay. And of course, when a woman sees this makes her lose all respect for you. It's very difficult to let a man lead you who continuously makes poor decisions. Any smart woman is not going to allow you to lead her because she has seen what you have done in your life, the decisions that you've made, and therefore she does not trust your leadership capabilities. This is happening all across the fucking land. Men are screaming that they want to be in charge, they want to be the head, they want to help me, but they do not exhibit not one fucking piece of leadership abilities. They don't have critical thinking skills. They're not on a purpose. They're not grinding. They don't put God first. They make poor decisions constantly, but they expect us to follow their leadership. So this woman is saying she can't do it. She can't do it. And she said so her and that relationship, they dissolved. And so he ended up getting with another woman. And what she realized, she had an epiphany. And this epiphany was she found that now that he has moved on to another woman, she sees how this woman is better for him. Now, this woman probably was not on the same level as she. She speaks as if she was on a higher level. Maybe she made more money. Maybe just her mindset was more elevated. Maybe she experienced more things in life. Maybe she had more accolades. Whatever it was, they were not equally yoked. But the woman that he got with either was equally yoked with him or beneath him mentally, right? And therefore, he was able to lead her. The blind leading the blind. But the blind can't lead a motherfucker that got 20/20 vision. We ain't going, like they say in Chicago. We ain't going, okay? So now that he's with this woman who is completely different from her, she's happy for him because he's happier. Because now he feels like the man that he always wanted to feel like. He would have never felt like that man in the relationship with this woman because this woman and him were not on the same page. They were not on the same page. That's like me going with a crackhead, okay? It's like me going with a crackhead right now. He want to be my leader. It's impossible. It's impossible. But if he get with a heroin addict, he can be a leader. He can be the greatest man on this earth if he get with somebody that's in his class. And that's the thing. Men oftentimes date outside of their class, date outside of what they are, okay? And so that's going to cause issues because if you're going to pick a woman or a man of quality, then you too need to be of quality. Or you need to be working towards having quality. Otherwise, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to follow you. Nobody's going to respect you. And fellas, let me just tell you this. If you have a woman that is underneath your leadership, I'm telling you right now, it is beneficial for you to make proper decisions. Because after so many times of you making poor decisions, she too will fall off from being underneath your leadership. It's just natural. It's a normal thing because nobody is going to allow you to drive them into a fucking wall. Not that they can save themselves. Let's read what the jurors have to say. The juror says that no, she's being honest. I can respect that. We got another juror that says, I agree 100%. I just experienced this. I told you, somebody going through it. She says, everything this woman said, I felt and have to my ex. I thought she was a fly on the wall. Girl, I went through it too. I'm going to tell y'all all about it. I got another juror that says, put your face up, sis. We can't see you. Oh, you talking about me? I'm here. Hey, girl. All right, then we got, as a man, I want to be prepared and worthy for the woman I choose. Hello? That's what I'm talking about, juror. You got to be prepared. Listen, it's so many men out here that have these unrealistic expectations in relationships and offer absolutely nothing. I mean, that is what you call insanity. You got men on every podcast talking about women, trying to teach women how to be women. Meanwhile, they don't even know how to be a fucking man. They keep dropping the ball, but are so stressed and pressed like a panini, trying to teach a woman how to be a woman, trying to bash a woman and tell her what she ain't doing right. Meanwhile, you ain't doing shit right. I love what this juror say. I love that this juror says that he wants to be prepared for the woman that he chooses. Therefore, he has to be on his purpose. He has to have his shit together or be in the process of getting it together. Otherwise, how are you going to lead in any relationship if you can't even lead in your own relationship with your fucking self? Order in the court. I just want to know. I just want to know. Okay? And so I had an epiphany when I saw this, because you all may know I used to be married. I don't even count it as a marriage. I feel like it was practice. I got married at like 23 years old. He was 21, so he really was like 16, literally, okay? We were unequally yoked. I had just graduated, got a bachelor's degree, had been living in Lansing my whole life. He was a hood nigga who ain't hot shit from the city of Detroit. I saw the potential in him. Yuck. Fucking yuck, okay? Fucking yuck. I saw the potential in him. And after that relationship, I promised myself, I'm worthy of more than this. I'm never looking for a nigga potential. If you come with just potential, you can forget about it. I need to see you already in your element. I need to see you already blossoming and already accomplishing some goals and already achieving some of these short-term and long-term goals that you put out. I need to see you working. I need to see you connected with the Most High. These are the things that I need to see in order for me to feel secure, to allow you to come into my life and to allow you to lead me. But I was young and I was dumb. And so here we are in this relationship where it feels like I'm the mama and he the fucking son. He making poor decisions constantly. This man literally lost. I'm not bullshitting, y'all. While we was together for 2.5 years, this man lost 7 jobs. Oh, I bullshit you not. Order in the court. 7 jobs. Okay? But around this bitch with the little man disease, just causing havoc. I'm the man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. But not exhibiting not one characteristic of a man. As a man, that shit means something. God made the man first. Okay? He made the man first. And he said that man should not be, it's not good for man to be alone. So then he made the woman. The man is supposed to be the head. Okay? We're here to help him. Therefore, you have obligations as a man to be exactly what God intended for you to be, which is a leader, a provider, a decision maker, a God-fearing man. If you're anything other than that, how the fuck do you expect women to follow you? And this is why you see so many different relationships where women are wearing the pants, because they have allowed a man who is not on their level to come into their lives. And so now they have to lead the relationship. That's no place to be either. I'd rather be alone. If I got to lead the relationship, I'd rather be alone. And so as you guys know, of course, me and my ex-husband didn't work. Stevie Wonder could have seen that shit. We didn't work because as I'm still prevailing and getting, accomplishing my goals and wanting more out of life and not settling for mediocrity, this nigga is just happy to be with me. Order in the court. Yuck. I'm working 2 and 3 jobs. He got 1 part-time job, living the best life off of me. And around this bitch poking his chest out. And I'm like, you know what? That's not going to work. Because now I don't have no respect for you. I don't got no respect for you, man. This not working. Nothing in me making me happy to see you, want to be with you. I'm regretting every single fucking move. This not working. And I'm gonna tell you something, fellas, when your woman loses respect for you, you might as well call it done. You might as well quit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When she losing respect for you is worse than losing love for you. Because when she loses respect, she loses the love. Okay? That's the worst position that you can put a woman in, when she loses fucking respect for you. Okay? I would not advise you to trust any woman who has lost respect for you, because she's not going to consider you in any of her decisions. Okay? She's not going to consider you. So, men, if you want to be that leader that you keep proclaiming that you want to be, that you ordained to be, you got to exhibit leader characteristics. Okay? Do you think on a job that you're going to get promoted when you never turn in your assignment on time? When you turn that bitch in, it has 1,000 grammatical errors. They can never rely on you. You never show up on time. You constantly get into it with your team members. You never are able to work together. That is not leadership capabilities. You will not be excelling to the next position. In fact, you're going to get fired. It's no different in a relationship. You're going to fucking get fired in this relationship. She's going to stop being in love. She's going to wake up and smell the hot coffee, and she's going to fucking move on. Even the dumbest women move on when a man continues to fuck up or not be on his purpose. It is a turnoff. And that's what was happening in my marriage, okay? Long time ago, long decades ago. That's what was happening. And so I totally understood what this woman was saying. So when we broke up and he ended up going back to his element, which was the hood, okay? Because that's what he was, a hood nigga that disguised himself as something else. And my silly ass fell for it because I was only 23. Okay? So when he went back to the hood chicks, they worked out perfectly. He was able to be in his leadership element, 2 bums leading each other to nowhere. 2 bums leading each other to no fucking where. Do you hear me? And everybody wins. I get to boss up and get my new love that's a leader. And he gets to boss up and be a leader in that bum ass relationship. We all win. Now let me read what the jurors have to say, because we got some jurors that got some things to say. I got a juror that says, as a man, I read that, I'm sorry. I got a juror that says, but so do women. They can't even boil water no more. Ooh, that's deep. Now that is deep. All right. We got another juror that say, I got married at 23 and had no idea who I was. Very true. That's too young for a man to marry. I say that all the time. But you know what? Black culture teaches us young to get your education, be independent. Don't let no man tell you nothing. Don't let no woman tell you nothing. You know, you can do it on your own. That's what they teach us in Black America, right? Meanwhile, so we don't get married to 30s, 40s, 50s, okay? When we all dried up, don't nobody else want us. Coochie blew out, all that shit. Now you want to get married. Now, white people, the white community, they teach their children very young. Becky, you're going to go to school, and you're going to find your husband. You're going to fucking get married. You're going to fucking have a white picket fence, and you're going to fucking have children. And they do it. They get married at 21 and be married, and they grow through the growing pains together. And so I don't know which one is right, because I've been a young bride and my ex-husband did not know himself. Who he is at 21 is not who he is at 31. Who I was at 23 is not who I am at 36. Okay? He was not ready. I was definitely ready. He was not ready. And so I agree, especially because men, they mature at a later date than women. We mature earlier than men. So like I said, even though he was 21, he probably was like 16, literally. Nigga lost 7 jobs in 2 years. My God. I can't make this shit up, okay? So he wanted to be the leader. How? How's I'm gonna follow you? I'm not letting you fucking lead me off a cliff, nigga. Okay? So that's what we going through. He says that's too young for a man to get married. You have to develop your roar as a man before you can lead a pride. I agree. I have somebody to say that, preach, sis. Then I got a juror that says, I've been having this conversation lately. I'm exhausted with being strong and dominant. I want to nest in my soft side so bad. Girl, let me tell you something. I speak for all women. All women want to be on a soft girl era. No woman truly wants to live in this aggressive state. No one wants to always be in defense mode. But this is the situation where America has us here. Our black men have us here. They're not protecting us. They not holding our hearts and protecting our hearts. They not putting us in a position to be soft. A lot of these women can't be soft with their men because their men is constantly dogging them out, lying to them, losing their jobs, not providing. How the fuck? I don't got time to be soft. I gotta be in defense mode because who the fuck gonna protect me? You ain't protecting me. This is how a lot of these women feel. This is what a lot of these women are going through. But if you talk to majority of women, they prefer to let a man lead. The problem is having a man. The problem is God sending them a man. Now, a lot of times these women ain't ready for a man. You want all of these things, but you fucked up. You ain't put your shit in check. You ain't did no self-reflecting. You don't got your shit together, but you looking for a top-notch quality man. That's backwards too. So it's just a lot of insanity when it comes to relationships. It's a lot of insanity and propaganda. And like I said, white culture, they teach their kids very young. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna procreate, you're gonna have a husband, you're gonna get a wife, and y'all gonna live this life and y'all gonna figure it out. Black people, they want you to sow your royal oats. Turn up, get outside, live your life, fuck as many niggas and as many women as you want before you get married. And that shit sound counterproductive as well. Because what husband want a woman that didn't been ran through? Because society didn't told you to be outside and live your best life and don't get shackled down. Like, ugh. And vice versa. Let me see what some of these comments is saying. Said, we coming to an end. I've had a good time, y'all. I really have. And today you guys participated so much. I'm so happy about that, how much you guys participated. Once again, you guys can always leave your comments in the comment section. I love talking to you. You can also call in. We have about 5 more minutes. If you want to call in and you want to tell me what your verdict is on any of these topics. Today we talked about so many things, but the moral of the story of today's episode is why men can't get their shit together. Why they can't. And why people don't know how to reciprocate basic human morals and ethics, which is doing on to others as if you would want to do to you, treating people right, having integrity, being loyal, being respectful, learning how to agree to disagree, putting your emotions to the side for the sake of your child or for the sake of the greater good of society. That's what we've been talking about today, okay? Call on in. This is the number. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Comedian Judge Miles, or maybe it's just Judge Miles, but you can find me on all platforms under Comedian Judge Miles. All right, y'all. Also, I need you guys to know, if you're just tuning in, it's super important that you guys understand that we have sponsorship opportunities available. Right now, we are streaming on Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, so on and so forth. We have viewership to up to 50,000 people. If you have a business, product, or service and you want to get it out, you want to market it, this is a great opportunity. We have sponsorship packages as low as $25. In addition to that, we are now on every Thursday for the most part. And once again, this is telling you where I am: Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Facebook, YouTube, SDM Flicks as well. Also, you guys, it is super important to know that Keish and I are currently about to be on tour. Our first pre-tour date is going to be May the 15th. We are at Toledo Funny Bone. Super excited. I think that's Toledo Funny Bone. And our first official date is May 26th. We will be in the ATL. This is our first tour, and I'm so happy to be going on tour with a self-motivated, secure woman, funny woman like Keish. Keish is getting ready to open up Keish Comedy Corner here in Michigan. Okay, this is a big deal because she's doing boss things, making boss moves, and I'm here to support it. And I just love women like this who give resources, love on one another, empower one another, not jealous, not crab in a barrel. And so this is a perfect time and a perfect person to go on tour with, okay? In addition to that, please don't forget, my comedy special is better than any comedy special that has recently come out. I'm talking about Donnell Rollins ain't fucking with me, Cat Williams ain't fucking with me, Monique ain't fucking with me. I'm here saying this on record. Get the comedy special. It's $10. You can find it on SDM Flicks. SDM Flicks, okay? All right. What else I want to tell you guys? What else do I want to tell you guys? All right. Once again, we're on the Real Raw and Raunchy tour starting May 26th. First place that we're going is the ATL, where we will be at the Uptown Comedy Corner. Come on out. We have Keish. That's on this tour with me. We have Hershey that's going to be a feature, and then we have our boy comedian Ugly Jason that's hosting for us. He moved to Atlanta, but now he's from Detroit and he's going to be our host. We're super excited about this, and our first pre-tour kickoff is going to be May 15th, and it's in Toledo. And I believe that this is the Toledo Funny Bone, or is this that's nope. It's the we're going to be at This Is It. So May 15th, we're going to be in Toledo at a place called This Is It. Down below, 302 North Detroit, Toledo, Ohio is where we will be May 15th for the pre-celebration of the Real Raw Raunchy Comedy Tour, hosted by none other than Ronnie Chanel. Shout out to her, doing big things in today's society. I'm super excited, y'all. More dumb shit. All right, y'all. We have come to the end of the verdict. We have come to the end. I love this right here. This is my new screen, and I have something to go along with this. Let me see. Where did I put this? Is it here? No. Is it here? We're live with the judge, comedian Judge Miles. And I want you guys to know that the Real Raw Raunchy Tour is coming up May 26th. Breaking news. You heard it right here, goddammit. We have none other on the tour than my girl, comedian Keish, one of the funniest motherfuckers in the city of Detroit. And I dare you say anything different. And none other than the funny girl, comedian Judge Miles. You already know that when the judge is in, the verdict is out. This is breaking news. First place we're going to be May 15th. This Is It, Toledo, Ohio. Next, we're going to be at the Uptown Comedy Corner in Atlanta. This is breaking news. On. Okay, you guys, the breaking news. This is another episode of The Verdict. I hope you had a really good time. I'm going to play that music one more time. Coming live to you, comedian Judge Miles, one of the funniest motherfuckers in the city of Detroit. Right now, purchase her special on SDM Flix. SDM Flix. Only $9.99. Guaranteed to laugh, guaranteed to have a good time. That's breaking news. Also, remember, you guys can ask me anything that you want to ask me. You can ask me live or you can ask me later. A lot of people want to get advice from me. They feel like I may have a great verdict or great input, feedback to give to them, and I am open to do so. Last but not least, I'm never going to stop talking about this book because this book is literally changing lives all over the world. My man is an award-winning author. If you don't know him, shame on you. His name is Kyrie M. Beckham. Google him. My man is doing big things. This book is called Alpha Diaries. It is the keys to being a self-sufficient man within a relationship and within the community. It's helping men understand their role in the world and in the households. This book is on Amazon as well as Barnes & Noble. Please pick it up. It's only $20. The hardback copy is $25. Not only that, but I'm so happy to tell you that my man has his website up. It is called Alpha K Brand. Alpha K Brand. Not only is he an award-winning author, but he also is putting out apparel that speaks to the mind and speaks to leadership. This apparel is not just for men, but also for women. It is called Alpha K Brand, where the man and the woman can feel alpha, okay, as the omega in their life when they're on their purpose and look good while doing so. Make sure you guys check him out. Once again, Google him, Kyrie M. Beckham. Make sure you guys check out Alpha K Brand. Right now, the website is up, and all of these good things are available for you guys to pick up right now, including the book, which is in Barnes & Noble, as well as